Hey you guys, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the weeks of February 1st through the 15th, 2018. So I have already shuffled and cut the cards. Let's go ahead and begin here. I want to thank all of you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Thank all of you guys that have hired me to do your readings. I really appreciate any type of love and support that you guys can give to me. And remember guys, these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they do. And also you guys, at the end of the reading, I'm going to do 4 additional card pulls. I'm going to pull one for singles, one for couples from the holographic tarot deck. And then I'll pull the same from the Romance Angels deck. Okay. All right, so here we have the heart of the situation, the Page of Pentacles, Lovers, the Hermit, the Moon, Queen of Wands, Four of Wands, Ten of Swords, Nine of Wands. Okay. So I feel like the central issue here is that you have been on a spiritual journey. You have been on having like self-discovery. You've been learning a lot about yourself. And I feel that through this process, you have this path that you're on led you to some sort of connection with someone. This someone, I feel that you may have come across your twin flame. A lot of you are doing like a lot of research on this situation because you're like, I feel like your life has changed. Something, had you not come across this person, your life wouldn't be this way, or whatever the case. But you've been maturing and soul searching and becoming very enlightened. Also, I feel that you are an example or some sort of light bearer for other people that could be going through something similar as you. But I feel like on this journey, you've come across your twin flame. Now, you could be dealing with someone who is also a Virgo or an earth sign, Taurus or Capricorn. You could also be dealing with a Pisces, could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. But you're doing like a lot of research, I feel like, on this twin flame phenomena. You're like, is this something that I'm experiencing? And you're checking to see if you have these symptoms or these experiences. The one thing I will say, if you are searching the internet, because I can speak from experience, I do have a twin flame. I just want to warn you that if you are doing research on twin flames, to be very careful from what you're finding out online. The internet, YouTube, Google is saturated with BS. People that don't know what they're talking about. And people who, no offense to people who have fallen deeply in love with someone who they have a very strong and spiritual connection to. A lot of times people have just met a really comfortable soulmate. And because this soulmate they're so much alike, they feel like, oh, this is my twin flame. Twin flames are about meeting. It is some coming across that person who is a mirror image of you, but it is like a relationship that is beautiful, but you about to learn some lessons. It is not about to stay beautiful. It doesn't remain beautiful. And it is not an easy relationship. Even though this person is your mirror, your twin, it's your best friend, but it's not easy so you guys come together to work problems out. And that's why we have a lot of the runner chaser situations. Those of you that already know about twin flames and what I'm talking about. That's why you have that push and pull. I'm personally dealing with this myself again after I thought my twin was gone forever, is back. So I just want to put that out there. Be careful what you research. I know it's hard to tell, with so much saturated information. I'm not usually want to tell somebody you have not met your twin flame. My biggest clue to that you've met your twin flame, the difference between a plutonic, like a Pluto-based relationship that is about obsession, and a twin flame relationship, because it can be similar, or similar to a karmic situation. My biggest telltale is that a twin flame relationship sets you off on some sort of spiritual path. Pluto obsession relationships, where you just feel like you lost your mind if you can't be with this person, or this person destroyed you. If you don't end up on some sort of spiritual path and ended up becoming some sort of light worker, sharing your gifts to help humanity, that was more so, to me, in my opinion, that's more like a Pluto relationship, not a twin flame relationship. Twin flame relationships, you become enlightened, like spirit guides, your gifts open up that you discover you didn't have. Telepathic, metaphysical stuff start happening. So that's the only kind of way that I can kind of differentiate the two. So okay, so now that I'm finished ranting about that, I do feel too that this could go either way, but I feel like this is more so you. I feel you have been kind of secretly spying on someone, or quietly observing, I should say, someone. Kind of peeking, checking up on them, checking their social media, because you feel like this person could be your twin flame. And I'm seeing like you being over emotional from time to time, and and I'm doing this reading during the eclipse. I know it's currently happening right now, but from what I've learned, that the energies are continue after the eclipse. So, but either way, I feel like this eclipse is bringing out something it's bringing out your empath or psychic abilities, and is scaring you. You're like, I don't understand what's happening to me. This is freaking scary. Like, I'm feeling all sorts of emotions. Are these my emotions? Are these someone else's emotions? Usually what I feel is happening is that you are feeling or tapping into someone else's emotions. You are being very open and very sensitive to the universe. So you need to protect yourself, especially if you're a healer. You do need to protect yourself, because that it can be draining, tapping into other energies, even though you're not intentionally doing it. You just have to learn to differentiate what emotions are yours and what are coming from the outside world, or from another person in particular. But I do feel that for some of you, you might be going through the dark night of the soul. That's a very dark period in your life, when you're going on some sort of journey alone. Maybe wondering why you have to be alone in your journey, and it's because you're growing spiritually. You need to this time alone to understand who you are and what your path is and what your purpose is. You're dealing with issues from your past life as well. A lot of unresolved issues from your past life. You're becoming aware of them now. You're understanding, like, I'm a good person. Why am I not getting this type of relationship? Or why do I feel cursed? It's because of, I believe. I'm still kind of in the process of believing in past lives. But if you do believe in past lives, because I say that because I keep going, yes, I believe in past lives, to, you know what? No, those are implanted memories. That's just, made up memories. So I go back and forth with that, you guys. But if you do believe in past lives, for me, this is saying that, basically it is just you're living out something that was happened in a past life. So it's not punishment, but let's just say in a past life you ran away from commitment. Now in this life, people are running away from you so that you can recognize, what you need to correct in your life. If you've met somebody and you're connecting with them and this person scares you, or the connection scares you, it's because they're a reflection of something that is within you, something that needs to be resolved. They're bringing up these anxieties out of you that you need to pay attention to. Maybe before this person came along, you didn't realize that you had these issues. But when they come into your life and you're pointing a finger and saying, you did this, you did that, it's like, no, they're acting in this way so that you can become aware of something that you're going through within yourself. Now, also you could be dealing, I said a fire sign, but I do feel that there's a lot of passion between you and this person. For some of you, you could have met someone that is strictly passionate and you don't understand why you feel so strong towards this person. And you might end up having a one-night stand with them, and then it ends right after a night of fun, or you go on a date with someone and then it ends. But even after it ends, you're drawn to find out what they're doing. You're like, I can't stop thinking about them. And again, for those of you that study astrology, I feel like some of you, there's a portion of you dealing with platonic connections, and then there's a portion of you that has met a twin flame. And so I feel like even though you guys have fun, you have sex, or you go on a date, immediately after having all this fun, there's going to be a disconnect. It's like either you give them the silent treatment, or they give you the silent treatment. And you're going to feel like this sense of betrayal, and like this is like the heaviest pain that you ever experienced or felt. And, here you are, just the Nine of Wands. You're just kind of like quietly observing again from a distance. You're not saying anything. And two, you're afraid because of the past. You might be thinking about making some sort of connection, or maybe there's something that you want to express with your partner, but you're holding back, or you're taking extra precaution before you say anything. But overall, I just kind of feel like you have your eye on someone. Now, if this isn't you, then again, maybe it's someone the other way around. Someone is quietly watching you and they're afraid to speak out, maybe out of fear from being hurt. Maybe they were hurt in the past. Those of you that are interested in someone and you're wondering why this person won't approach you, it's because they're intimidated. There's a strong connection that they have for you. They are into you, but it's a strong connection, and they don't understand what this is themselves. So, they're not going to say anything out of fear of rejection. You might have even had a chance to talk to this person, but it's like you talk and then you grow distance, or you run away from each other. I really feel like this is talking about a lot of twin flame viewers here. There's a few of you, and I know it is a rare coincidence to meet a twin flame, but I feel like this day and age, it is more common than it was maybe 10 years ago, 20 years ago. So again, we have this fire energy coming out. I feel like someone is going to come out of hiding. This could be someone that approaches you and just takes a chance and makes an offering of love, or, in a way like asking you out on a date, or just showing you that they're interested. Or this is you taking on that assertive energy and just coming out and saying, you know what, I'm going to pursue this person. I'm going to ask this person out, or I'm going to let this person know that I'm interested. because there is a connection that you're having with someone. Now, also the Ace of Cups is about learning self-love and having unconditional love for yourself, or having to learn unconditional love. That also might be a part of your journey, is to learn about unconditional love, or this person has come into your life to open up your heart center so that you could prepare yourself for the relationship of your twin flame. That's another thing, again, for those of you that study the twin flame phenomena. Sometimes there is someone that comes right before your twin flame. That is to open up your heart chakra and to get you prepared to love again, especially if you were reserved or holding out or have been blocking love. You know, someone had to come into your life to pump start that heart, that energy, and then your twin flame can come in. But it still is usually a push and pull dynamic. I don't know how long. This is something that I'm still researching myself. I'm like, is it going to always be on, off again? You know, does it ever stabilize? So that is something I'm wondering about myself. For those of you that might be experiencing the same thing. There is unfinished business with you and someone. And this is why they've come back around. Even if the unfinished business, it doesn't always necessarily mean that you have to enter a relationship with them, but it does. It could be like giving an explanation of why things ended, or, you know, giving some sort of closure, or making something open, putting something out into the open. Maybe you wondered if this person ever loved you, and they're coming there like, yes, I did love you. You know, I wasn't using you, whatever the case is about, needing to have some sort of closure. And that's why the Judgment card keeps coming up. It's like revisiting an old situation that you thought it was over for good, but it comes back, it reopens. And that can apply to, I know it's a love reading, but it can still apply to any area in your life. Like a job application, or revisiting that situation, or anything. But it's something that you thought was a done deal. I feel more so it has to do with love, and it's going to, you know, be revisited. Now, for some of you, you could be in a situation, you're in a relationship, or you're out of obligation. You feel obligated to take on the leadership role in this relationship, or you feel like you're on this journey for a reason. You're like, I feel obligated. I feel it's my duty to enlighten others, or to, you know, to show. So some of you are taking on some sort of heavy spiritual burden. And it doesn't just have to be spiritual. It could be being like feeling like you're putting in all the work in a relationship. Feeling that you're trying to wear too many hats. You're a single mom. You're CEO or manager. You're the soccer coach. You're everything. You know, just volunteering everywhere. You hold charitable events. I mean, like someone who is just very busy, but they can't help it. You know, it's just like, I feel like I have to do this. So this could be you, or this could be someone that you're dealing with. But I feel like more so this is you, and you're feeling like you're on this path for a reason, and you're willing to push through it because you're like, I got to keep going to the end. So you're inspired to continue to go. And especially after hearing some of this information, I feel like after receiving some bit of enlightenment, because this is also having some sort of awakening. And also for some of you, you're realizing that you have a gift. Now you're inspired. You're like, now I can carry the weight. Now I can keep going. Because maybe you're afraid, maybe you wanted to give up, but it's like, no, I got to keep going. So you're pushing through. And again, here we have Earth showing up. So this could be you or someone that you're dealing with, but I'm feeling like you're more confident, and I feel like you're going to realize your self-worth and your values here. And I'm also picking up admiration. Either you admire someone for their wisdom, you find it very attractive, or that's how someone is looking at you. All right, so let's look at some additional messages. First, for single Virgos. Okay, what additional messages or advice is there for single Virgos? Okay, so for single Virgos, you're going to make a connection with someone. It could be an air sign, or you might work up the courage to speak to an air sign. I feel like you're listening to your intuition and you're discovering that you have a connection with this person. It doesn't have to be an air sign. And I feel like either you are very shy or this person has been shy, and maybe there had been poor communication at first, not knowing what to say or how to react or respond. But I feel that you're going to be able to connect with this person and talk with this person and have a conversation. And I would say I feel like it is romantic. I don't feel like this is a friendship card. I do feel like there is an attraction and a romance here, and feeling like you guys are connecting each other and you're discovering things about yourself through this person. Your journey and your path has led you to this person. So this is someone that I feel is an important, this is going to be a significant connection. I don't want to say for sure whether or not it's going to turn into a full-blown relationship, but there's definitely a connection that you have with this person. And if the synastry is right, then yes, there is a possibility that this is something ongoing. So yeah, I feel like you're discovering love in a different light. So you're not going to be single for long. All right, Virgo couples. Messages for Virgo couples. Messages or advice for Virgo couples. And as advice, that of course is to open up and be honest. And you'll find that you really have a strong connection with someone. Virgo couples, still romance here. So either you are getting ready to romance someone or someone's getting ready to romance you. This is, again, having some sort of connection. And then here we have the Queen of Cups here. So you could be getting involved with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or overall just someone who you have an emotional bond or connection to. Or I'm sorry, in a relationship with someone that you have an emotional bond or connection to, someone that you really have deep feelings for. I feel like you guys are making plans for the future. And I just kind of feel like you guys are just looking at, have a different perspective on life, and you're finding passion. I feel like there's something new about this attraction. So maybe it's either this is new love or you're renewing your relationship. But yeah, I feel like you guys love one another and there's a strong connection with you guys. Okay, so Virgo singles. Virgo singles. Okay, so let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. And then I have here, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So for some of you, you might be getting set up on a blind date. or just set up with someone, period. I don't know why for some of you, I just feel like it's a setup. And this person might come from a different background. So a different culture, different race, different belief systems. I don't know. There's something that might be, different than what you normally date. But you are making that connection here. And I feel like you're very intuitive about this. You connect with this person. You guys both know it. It's on both ends here. But yeah, let your friends, if your friends are trying to set you up, let them do it. If you need advice from your friends, seek advice from them. But I feel like your friends are going to have something to do with the person that you get involved with. Okay, so Virgo couples. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. And past life relationship, you have known each other before. So that explains why you're feeling so passionate about this person, whether it's the person that you feel is your twin flame, or if it's an intense plutonic relationship. Pluto-based is what I'm talking about. Because you guys have that connection. It's very passionate. You just feel like when you get around this person, you want to rip your clothes off and you don't understand why. You're like, man, I want to be a gentleman, or I want to be a lady, but I just want to get hot and nasty with this person. That's because you all have some sort of past connection. You can't deny the chemistry between the two of you. So you guys might decide to disconnect from the world and, just take a vacation with each other. So I feel like you're going to be spending, it's like almost like a honeymoon too. So I just feel, and for some of you, I feel like this is having sex in a public place. Yeah, for some of you, I feel like you're going to get dirty and kinky in a public place. Not in front of everybody, but, taking a chance. So yeah, I feel like you guys are going to be retreating and getting to know one another. All right, so you guys, this has been a general reading. I hope it did resonate. For private readings, you would email me at matt76@gmail.com. Just click on the description box and the description link, and it'll open up and you'll see my email address from there. I'll send you a price list for all the options that I have. Always make sure that you're emailing me directly, you guys. Make sure you're leaving your comments. Please like, share, and subscribe to my videos. Thank all of you for watching, and many blessings to you.